Hey guys, welcome to another video. Hey, you like my new Milwaukee wall that I'm working on? I painted that flat black over Christmas, bought that rack, slowly putting all my tools on it. I've only got about half of them on there. I've got them laying all over the place anyways. But that being said, that's not the point of the video. The whole reason I'm making this video is I just bought this new Milwaukee Transfer Pump and I want to show you guys and simplify what fittings you need to buy in order to adapt to this Milwaukee M18 Transfer Pump to make it simple so you can pump fluids other than water through a garden hose. I'm a mechanic and I'm going to use this thing for pumping automotive fluids. Now, I know all of you out there are saying, you can't use that for automotive fluids, it's meant for water. Yeah, I know. Milwaukee doesn't advertise it as such. I just unboxed it. I don't know, I didn't look at the box. I don't think they advertise it as being good for automotive fluids. But anyways, doesn't matter. A lot of guys I follow have been using it for years, for gasoline, for oil, for diesel, for even heavy fluids like your diff fluids and, you know, all your really thick oils, no problems. So guys, you know what? Use at your own risk. I do. But this is going to be a big upgrade for me. I'm going for one of these, I don't know what they're called. It's a $25 Amazon special. Been using them for years. And they're good. They take a long time. They don't have a lot of power. Constantly switching out LiPo batteries, or I'll use a lead acid. But anyways, this is going to be a big upgrade. As a small engine mechanic, I should be able to empty the oil and the fuel from a machine in what, 3 seconds? So the point of this video, the rubber they use on these things, people have been testing it. It's designed to stand up for it. But let's get on to the fittings. I threw in here, if anybody's curious what I threw in here, a Forge M18. I just bought these new Forge packs. I got all this stuff on Black Friday. Well, not the pump, but a lot of these batteries and things at one of the Milwaukee events. He threw in a free 8.0 for me. And anyways, here's a 6. You could run whatever. You can run the older ones, whatever. I've got a whole line of them there, and then I've got more. I probably have 20 Milwaukee batteries over the last 15 years I've accumulated. But anyways, what you're gonna need. This is garden hose, 3/4 inch. Standard thread on each end. So input, output. As a rule, when you have a pump, it's always better to use a smaller input than it is an output. Due to the friction loss, you want to have harder to suck than it is to push out. Otherwise, you just get it creating a slurry, some air bubbles. It just doesn't pump efficiently. So if you're doing this, yeah, you could hook up 3/4 inch garden hose, 3/4 inch garden hose, 5/8, 1 inch, whatever you want. But it is always better when, especially with hard to transfer fluids, try to use a bigger output than input. That's the first thing. Second thing, we want to adapt this to actually work for our needs. Do I have something to show you? Sure, here. For example, on this engine I need to rebuild on this X Mark, this commercial mower, they have these long down spouts, fill spouts for the oil. That I suck the oil out of. I need a small tube to fit down there. So you can adapt to whatever size you want. I'm just going to simplify this for you. You can go online, find information, but guys out there are confusing the heck out of this, using hydraulic fittings and using high pressure rated fittings and things that are like, guys, why are you overcomplicating this and making it like some of the guys, the fittings they're using are half the price of the freaking pump. Like, okay, let's just simplify this, okay? This is why I'm making this video, because I was like, what are guys doing? Anyways, I'll make the video. This is as simple as you can get it. If you're not using garden hose to garden hose, all you need to buy is this. Okay, you need, first of all, let's go over this, your hose. I'm using pretty small hose here. This is 1/4 inch. For your input side, it has to be rigid. If you use a soft hose, even like this, that pump has enough power that it will compress this with the suction and it won't work. So you have to use a rigid hose. I recommend a polyethylene hose. All of this stuff that I'm showing you here is Home Depot, is where I picked it up. Hardware store. You could probably pick it up at Princess or yeah, anyways, there's a few different places you could grab it. But 1/4 inch is what I'm using. It's a decent size. It fits down even the smallest engine throats. Yeah, 1/4 inch. Inner diameter is 17 hundredths there. But yeah, 1/4 inch is what I'm using for input. You do not need 25 feet. They didn't sell smaller. You need about 6 feet. But anyways, then I'm using for my output side, which is bigger, and the output can be as soft as you want. It doesn't matter. It's pushing pressure through it. Doesn't matter. This is 5/8 tubing. It's reinforced tubing. It's cheap. Yeah, again, you only needed 6 feet or maybe 3 feet, or maybe you want 100 feet if you're pumping something a long ways. But anyways, this is what I'm using. 5/8. It's 3/8 inner diameter. What you're going to need for fittings, nothing crazy, nothing complicated. You don't need hydraulic. You don't need any of the crazy stuff that guys are using. All you need is garden hose, 3/4 inch to 3/8. Again, 3/8, it's a compression, or it's a friction fitting there. And you can see 3/8 inner diameter is what it adapts to. So 3/8 inner diameter. So this will attach onto this. You slide it on, put on a spider clamp or a hose clamp, done. On the input side, there it is. Most things are rated outer diameter. It's just these fittings are kind of odd. These are all found in the plumbing section at Home Depot, by the way, over by the toilet supplies. Here's 1/4 inch. It's a compression fitting made of brass. Well, nowadays partly made of brass, probably. An alloy of some sort. 1/4 inch compression fitting. So outer diameter, and that's exactly what this is. 1/4 inch outer diameter. You slide that in. As you tighten that down, it does a compression fitting on there. It'll make a perfect seal. No leaks, no issues. Make sure you've got the O-rings in. So that's fine and dandy. These will be on here. You put your hoses on, done, right? Well, unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. That would work, but I can't store that with the fittings on and the hoses and the tubes. How am I going to put that on my wall? So rather than trying to pull all that off, unscrew them every time, this is what I came up with. Simple garden hose adapters. These are steel or metal, alloy of some sort. But yeah, this will go on here. It's too hard to do one hand. But anyways, that'll go on there. Where the zip tie is that's holding the tag on here, this sleeve will slide like this, and this end, this half pops off of here. So this whole half right here pops off, okay? Quick disconnect, done. It doesn't leak, it will work. I've used them for years on garden hoses and things. And I have a bunch of plastic ones too. You can use plastic, but I thought, why not use some metal ones? You know, I don't know what these were, 10 bucks or something each. But quick disconnect, boom, this will clip off. So on here will be the adapter, okay? So you'll have, oh man, comes with this, quick disconnect. You've got your hose adapter and your hose, okay? And to undo it, you're just gonna go unclip, and the hose and this whole end comes off of here, done. I can't wait. Guys, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to be able to do oil changes and things in fractions of a minute rather than 10, 20 minutes. Hope that video helps you on what to buy if you need to adapt the Milwaukee M18 Transfer Pump for uses other than water. Thanks for watching.